right?
Yeah. Hey everybody, this is Foggate Top Dad with Foggate Jason doing the Noob
Sir.
to All-Star on the Foggate Team channel. We greatly appreciate you guys tuning in and watching us go through the process. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. We'd greatly appreciate it. One thing that we did not mention in earlier videos that I want to make sure that we get out and mention now is that even if you don't plan on playing, if you log in every day, you get those daily bonuses, and that's going to help you be able to buy stuff later on quicker. Especially when you get 4 or 5 days in that you've logged in. I mean, you're almost at 1,000 right there to be able to do that.
Yeah, on day like 4 or 5, it's giving you like 500 gold every time you log in. And then on the last one, I believe it gives you a pirate chest, which is it's just a skin.
It
It's
gives you
still
a
pretty cool.
premium chest is what it does, yeah. They might
Oh,
have changed it to
premium.
pirate since they got the pirate out. So we're playing U-turn. This is the map from the aerial view. Super easy map. You can see I'm dealing with my hunter. He can see pretty much the whole first setup, the first length, the turn, and down to the second one before you get to this second turn. So he's got a lot of space to cover.
I started out with a sniper just because it has a lot more range than what I would do with a demo man.
So he's talking about a Spicer, and that's his range for. I mean, the sniper, especially once it's all level, can see the whole map.
And with these ones that have shorter range, it is best to put him in like a circle type area because typically he'd only be able to see always stretch this long. Instead, he can see this side and you can see a little bit over to this side, so it just helps him do more damage.
It gives you more
That's why
attack
I wanted.
radius.
That's why I wanted to start out with a sniper because I'd rather have the sniper be able to shoot him right off the bat rather than wait for him to get all the way down here to put the demo man to actually do something.
Alright, so I got my hunter at level 2, 1900 to get it to level 3, and I am going to save up for level 3.
I got a sniper at level 2 right now, which is fine for the beginning. And then I have a demo man at level 2 and one at level 1. I'm going to upgrade this one to level 2, and then I'm going to work on my sniper. First boss, really easy. Like we're going to deal with him.
Yeah, he'll make the turn, but
Yeah,
it'll be alright.
especially because Dad's hunter, I believe is what they're called. Yeah, you can see this side of it, and then you can also see this tiny stretch right here. So
Yeah,
he's
when
pretty
he's
darn good.
maxed out, he'll be able to see the first big turn here, the second big turn, and he'll be almost, he should be able to see
Probably about like right here.
halfway over. And that's just keeping him in that first ring. So I'm going to go ahead and skip, because that way it allows me to upgrade my hunter.
But as you can see, my sniper can pretty much already see the entire map. The only part that he can't see is just right here, that little turn and this little turn.
Turns is what he's missing. And then my hunter...
Otherwise...
Go ahead, Jason.
Otherwise, he can see the entire map.
You know, it'd been really nice if they stuck a block right here where I'm standing, and you put your the sniper there, because then he would have been able to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Actually, he'd have been able to see the whole thing if you put him on the front edge of this one, I think.
Well, I could have put him on the bottom one, yeah.
Yeah. That front edge, he would probably have been able to see the whole thing. So as far as skipping, you're going to see me skip a lot. When I skip, I base it totally on, you know, are they making it past the first wave of guys, which would be my hunter? Let alone that, I always judge it on, okay, are we going to have it killed before the next ones actually come out? Because if the money's going to make a difference, I want to go ahead and skip and get my guy upgraded. And then that way he can continue to help. But I only do it with these new accounts. I only do it when I feel like, okay, we're going to take that guy out before these next ones come out.
Yeah, but on our main accounts, obviously we have some of the best troops in the game, so it's kind of just like, we can skip it. It's not a big deal.
Alright, I am putting out my second hunter. And I have him at level 3, or he's at level 2. He'll be at level 3 once I get 300 more.
It's not very expensive to max these guys out. It's only 5,200 to max your dude out.
Yeah.
Only 6,000 to max out my
600 to go completely maxed.
How much?
8,600 with a hunter.
Yeah. It's 8,400 for a demo man.
Yeah, it's even less for your sniper.
Yeah, it's about 6,000. Or it's 5,000. Oh wait, no. It's almost. Wait, what? It's almost 8,000.
Let's see.
Not quite though.
It's 4,500, and you're at 2,450. All right, so now that I got 2 hunters out, I'm pretty confident in the troops that we have got down that we could probably get to wave 20 without me doing anything else. So I'm going to try to save up to max out my hunters, is what I'm going to try to do.
I got both my demo men to 1 away from max, and then I just placed another one just to try and help around a lot more. Try to get him 1 away from max as well.
So you can see when you place them on these corners, the radius, once they're max, close to maxed out also, they have a huge radius. But you want to make sure, if you would have stuck that thing down here, towards the opening or something, you're only hitting this small area right here. And you're totally
Then you might hit a
missing an
little bit right here.
opportunity to take out this whole circle. So he's able to engage the troops longer because he put them towards the circles.
Yeah, like if you watch our most of our videos, you'll see me do that with my wardens literally every single game because the wardens are a troop that don't have very much range. So you got to do that just to try to optimize, but they do great damage. You have to do those little things just to try to optimize the amount of time they can do damage because when they do damage, they're really, really darn good.
All right, we're going to see what we can do against this slow boss. He's definitely going to make the turn, and I think he's going to make it closer to Jason's snipers for sure.
The max out sniper is definitely going to easily be able to see this entire map.
Yeah, we'll be all right. So I'm not going to worry about placing another one or anything like that. And I'm going to go ahead and skip because not that he'll be gone before these other ones come out, but those other ones got to make that turn before we can get rid of before this one's going to be gone. And my hunters will also catch him on the backside. And I just maxed out one of my hunters. The other thing, well, my hunter can almost see the whole map. The other thing is you can change, and we haven't discussed this. You can change right here on targets what he targets. So you can go random, you can go first enemy, you can go last enemy, and you can go strongest, and you can go weakest, and you can go closest, furthest, So we ran through them. Most of the time, I just leave it on its default, which the default is first enemy. Once you get a lot of them out and you're trying to strategize more, you could have it to where, okay, well, I'm going to have, if say I had accelerators or something, I could sit there and say, okay, well, I'm going to have the accelerators attack the strongest one while everybody else attacks the first enemy. And then that way it's coming after the ones that are stronger first and slowly weakening them. So when it gets around to your other stuff, they're able to take them out. I don't really play around with them a whole lot because it is pretty tough to manage, especially when, we can lay out 30 troops. You're going to sit there and adjust that on 30 troops and then try to figure out, okay, well, which ones did I set this on? Or, so normally I just leave it on first enemy. And then that way, anything that's passed, he's going after the first one first.
Yeah, that's what I always do. It's just I'm not that good at strategy that I can understand like which one to do this and there. So I just leave it at normal.
So like, if we had a lot of them out, maybe I sit there, especially with my hunters, stick 4 or 5 of them to go after the strongest. And so then they'd be going after these biggest guys where the rest of them are only going after the things that are coming up right on them or the first things. That's just a way to sit there and try to nip down these bigger ones before they even get to the bulk of your towers.
Troops. Yeah, I just maxed out my first demo man, which is nice. So he has actually really good range now. Like you can see this entire loop all the way out to here.
His max out demo man has a stat of 1.2, 14 radius, and 28 damage. That's pretty awesome. I don't think we're going to win this one.
Me neither.
This could be right. This could be where we lose. I got my hunter that I put him in the middle, and he can pretty much see the whole map. But there's a lot of damage that has to be done to everything that's coming up first. So actually, yeah, we could do it. We're gonna beat.
Yeah, we're gonna make it past here.
But it's definitely getting tougher. That's for sure.
Yeah. Barely.
See how far they made it. I mean, they almost made it to this final turn. I'll tell you right now.
Speedy boss. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose
right
here.
There. That's the one that's probably going to be the hardest for us to stop and be able to beat. So I'm going to go ahead and skip. because I want to get my guy upgraded as fast as
I got a
possible
maxed out
just to be
sniper.
able to shoot. And I think we're going to take
Oh,
him
I
out.
think we
I think we're
might.
going to take him out.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
we'll
that is
take him
way
out.
too
But now we got
close.
another speedy boss.
My gosh.
Another speedy boss along with these slow bosses, which have 1600 apiece. So you can see where we're starting to have to really do a lot of damage, and we don't have towers that are really that powerful. So the hunter, when it's maxed out, it has a speed of 1.4, which is a pretty decent, a radius of 26, which is awesome, and the damage of 32, which is great. But again, these are not real powerful towers to be sitting there dealing with a whole bunch of these like slow bosses and stuff like that.
I'm honestly surprised we survived that round.
Yeah, I am too. So on Jason's hunters, or snipers. He doesn't have any of them. He's got one maxed out. So on a maxed out
I have two
sniper,
maxed. My bottom two are
okay.
maxed.
So it has a space of 34, which is astronomical. 2.5 seconds between shots, which is slow, but it's considering where it starts out, it's not bad, and it does 35 damage.
And it can see hiddens, flying, and the lead people.
Yeah, and flying's something you won't mess with until you get into the insane maps, but it's always good to know that, hey, later on there are things with flying on insane, so you definitely need to make sure you have stuff that hit flying, and not everything does.
My personal favorite thing to deal with flying people, I know we're not even close to that in this series, but electroshockers. If you get
Electroshockers are
4 of those
amazing.
out, they're
Yeah.
insane.
Those and Ace Pilot.
Two best things. And mortars. Mortars are also really good. But we're doing pretty decent here, actually.
Yeah, not bad. So I have 5 hunters out. 4 of them are maxed. My fifth one is at level 3, and so it's 1 away from being maxed out. Jason's got 3 snipers out, and let's go around to this side so you can see his
4.
mortars.
Mortars, demo men.
Our demo man. He's got 4 demo men out, and looks like 2 of them are maxed and 2 of them are close to being maxed.
Yep. These demo men are pretty good at getting rid of the breakers, which is really helpful because snipers are not good at getting rid of breakers.
Alright, so we got a lot of 1600 slow bosses to get rid of yet.
Yeah, I think we're
have
fine.
the Necromancer gone here in a moment, so then it's going to be the rest of them going to be targeting these slow bosses.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
I think we'll be okay.
Because all of my
Definitely
snipers
close.
are in sync, and that's about 100 damage.
There we go.
It's more than 100 damage when they all shoot. So,
we're
and then
doing
you have
fine.
all of your hunters
We're doing
doing pretty
fine.
good.
I got 5
I'm not worried
hunters,
about it.
and all 5 of them are maxed out.
Hunters can also save flying, by the way. I just looked at that and realized that. Oh, another speedy boss.
I'm really packing the tail end of this map, and the reason is because my hunters can still see the beginning, so I'm not really worried about them not being able to help out in the beginning, but this also makes it to where they can see the middle and the end. And
Yeah, the middle, this area is really good for the hunters.
Yeah, and we need to, especially with the rate that they're sending these things out, and as powerful, I should not have skipped, but I did though. And as powerful
Oh my
as
goodness,
some of this
Dad.
stuff is, it's getting more difficult to take them out. That's my fault. I should not have skipped.
And it's definitely not a good idea to skip.
I just did it as it was habit, okay? Habit.
I understand that, but now look at this. I haven't hit a single one of those dudes because I was targeting the front people.
We'll be okay. It was habit.
Yeah.
On my other account, I actually have auto skip on, which if you have a premium account, you can put auto skip on, and I do. So I have auto skip on my other one, so I just naturally I keep skipping because that's what I'm just used to. That's not a good idea to do.
We don't have accelerators though, Dad.
Yeah, it's not a great idea to do when you're dealing with the lowest of low on towers of your character towers here, because they don't do the damage you think they might. But we're doing all right. We cleaned it out really well. No big deal.
We're doing fine. It's just
Summer's got 3,000.
Don't skip anymore, Dad.
I can't guarantee that I won't.
Oh my.
I'll just try not to. All right, so we are on wave 26. We're actually doing pretty good. 2 speedy bosses are going to be a problem.
Yeah. I think the explosive dudes are actually really good at getting rid of them.
Boss.
Yeah.
So we're doing good. We got a lot more out since the last speedy boss.
Yeah, these hunters are and these hunters and devilmen are actually pretty good at getting rid of those dudes.
All right, so I have we got 8 hunters out, and all of them are maxed. And a lot of them, like Jason said, his snipers are in sync. You can see them; they all fire at the same time. I got half my hunters fire at one time, and the other half fire at the other.
That actually looks pretty cool.
He's gonna be mad. I just skipped again.
Oh, we're fine because there's only one troop left, not
Yeah, and
three
we got
giant
him.
bosses
All right, so
or slow
on
bosses.
skipping there, I was able to put down a hunter and max him out. I still like the hunter maxed out, but I think I'm gonna sprinkle in a couple soldiers maxed out just for a faster bullet speed. So let's get him maxed out. And so the soldier maxed out has a 0.12 speed, 18 space, and 6. So if we look at it, he does 6 every 0.12, and we got 1.4 at 32. So he's
Well, he
looking
also has
at
the burst. So like
6 times.
each bullet does 6 damage, and his
So
burst happens every 1.2 seconds, and it's
you
like a
can,
7 or 8 burst, I believe.
yeah. So you can check my math, but theoretically, in the amount of time that a hunter takes to fire twice, the soldier has fired 6 times. So that does 36 damage to the 32, and then he fires a second time. So every 12 fires, the soldier does the same as a hunter. As far as pretty much the same as damage and stuff like that.
And you guys can see I filled up this room with demomen, so now I'm starting to bleed out over here. And I'm actually going to start placing them right here, over by my snipers.
For the next turn. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I guarantee you some things are eventually going to make it through the second turn, like some of the speedy bosses have. We're actually doing pretty darn good. A lot better than I expected.
We're wave 29. I've got 12 down. 10 of them are hunters all maxed out. And I got 2 soldiers, which are also maxed out.
Yeah, I have, what? There's 3. I have 11 demomen down, and they're all maxed out. And then I have 3 snipers down, and they're all maxed out too. Oh, actually I have 3 snipers. Yeah. All of demomen, and only one's not maxed out, but I'm gotta get them.
I
Good
didn't
idea.
know, so I'm not tempted to do it later.
Good idea. This is the final round, so you better not skip. Okay, now we can skip.
Alright, so as of right now, I got 14 towers out. 12 are hunters maxed out. 2 are soldiers maxed out. And I keep packing this area. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some over here. I'm going to do some soldiers over here because I'll end up selling those as soon as we get past this point. But it's going to help do a lot of that damage starting out. So we'll get these soldiers out. Great thing about doing, is this an easy or normal? This is a normal?
This is a normal, yeah.
This is a normal, and we're doing normal, I guess you'd call it skill level, because you have normal, Malton, fallen. So on normal, Gravedigger is your boss, and he's only at 40,000 hit points. So that's not near as bad, because once you get into Malton, I think Malton's 70 or 75,000, and then Fallen's over 100,000.
I think Fallen's like 140,000 maybe. But Molten is 70,000. This is actually really promising that we're starting to win on our own without Owen's help, because that's really good for getting a lot more coins and stuff. The fact that we're able to win on our own now.
Yeah,
if you guys are
so just so you guys see our stats over here, we're at 0.5, so we win 50% of the time. This will be our 7th video, I believe. We're 2 and 4. We're about to be 3 and 4. But those 2 wins both came with Owen helping. One with the turrets. In the second one, I believe we told him he had to stay within the same soldier class as us and not be overpowered.
But it's still just insane compared to our stuff. Like the fact that we have 3 people there rather than just 2 is actually, it makes a huge difference.
It does. And then going from, let's just say, so we're at 2 because we're going to beat this guy. We're at 2 right now, and we get to put down 30 troops. If you had 3, you only get to put down 25 troops. And then you also get less money in between the waves, too.
Look at that.
All right, so we beat the Gravedigger on Noob versus Allstar, which is super awesome. Again, everybody, we appreciate you watching. This is Fallgate Top Dad, Fallgate Jason on the Fallgate Team channel, and you guys have a good one.
Peace.